Hello, and welcome to Writing That Sells, techniques that will transform your writing. This course offers you an opportunity to improve your writing style through specific techniques that you can apply right away to your writing process. Now, this isn't a course on how to sell your writing directly, but it's a course on how to improve your writing style itself, which will increase the chances that your writing will sell itself, in addition to specific marketing strategies that you may use. The course covers different sections of the writing process and nuts and bolts techniques on how to improve your writing process and your writing style. It covers all the way from the word level, all the way to global issues, all the way to habits and attitudes. The course is set up into 4 sections. One section on words and sentences, so it starts with words and then builds into sentences. Then there's another section on paragraphs and structures, and so it scaffolds and builds into paragraphs and structures in terms of larger chunks of the writing process. And then it goes into purpose and presentation, which is looking more at global ideas, combining paragraphs, and combining whole structures of your piece to see what it looks like as a whole. And then stepping back from your writing pieces individually and looking at them as a group, you will also have a section on habits and attitudes that can help maximize your writing process, help you to improve your writing style, and help you to increase the chances of succeeding in your goals as a writer. Now, this course is for anybody who wants to improve their writing style. It's targeted more for beginners, but it could also be useful for intermediate writers, whether you're a business writer, a creative writer, someone who writes poems, short stories, poetry, someone who blogs, someone who writes academically. Whatever the case may be, there's a little bit of something for everyone in this course. If you're an advanced writer, you may find things that will help you here, but this is more a course for intermediate and beginning writers. The goal of this course and what it will do for you, this course, like I said, will help you to improve yourself as a writer in a way that will be techniques that you can apply practically and specifically. And each course section, like I said, is set up into 2 strategies per section. There's 8 strategies total, several techniques per strategy. And each technique, for most of them, there is an explanation, first a rule and then an explanation, a demonstration or an example, and then an application of it in some way so that you can put it into practice right away. The example helps you to see that particular technique in practice, and then the exercise and or the quiz at the end of each particular strategy will actually help you to apply that technique so you know how to use it in your own writing and you can apply it right away. Keep in mind that none of these techniques are necessarily catch-alls. For example, if we say use active voice, that doesn't mean that you use active voice 100% of the time. So keep in mind that these techniques are not all-out rules, even though that word may be used on occasion to describe these techniques. So if there's a case where active voice is not appropriate or it doesn't flow well, then don't use it. So this is, like I said, each technique is not a catch-all, but a general rule of thumb. In each situation, you'll need to look at the context of the situation to see what's most appropriate. Like anything, for example, a musician, first you have to learn the rules before you can break them. And then once you understand the nature of them, that's when breaking them becomes appropriate because you understand the context of a situation. So keep that in mind as well. But this course is unique because it covers a wider range of techniques than some of the similar courses that are included on this site and similar sites, because it includes a wider range of techniques in many cases, and also it covers habits and attitudes. I think it's important not just to look at the sentence level and the word level, the paragraph level, and the whole work level, but to stand back and look at your works as a whole and look at patterns in your own writing style and patterns in your habits that influence those techniques. And so we'll talk about and cover that as well. The course is set up in terms of each of the sections and each of the techniques and each of the strategies. For each section, there will be 2 videos with talking over slideshows. So there'll be 2 slideshows per section, and there'll be a talking head video over each one that will guide you through that process. At the end of that talking head video or slideshow, there will be either a quiz or a some kind of technique or exercise to apply to that. In some cases there may be both, but in most cases it will be either one or the other, depending on which is more appropriate in that situation. So let's go ahead and get started, and welcome to the course, Writing That Sells, Techniques That Will Transform Your Writing.